Previously during a live stream. Hey, Lady Edith.
Hey there.
How have you been? It's been a minute, hasn't it?
Yeah. My next tour isn't until like what, June?
Yeah, I know, right? It's crazy. That's kind of why we started doing these monthly speed tours. That way, people had opportunities to show off their stuff ahead of time. But I am OMW.
Excited to show you. I feel like there's a moment of what a hard act to follow.
Oh, there's no imposter syndrome allowed on this stream today.
Oh, I know. I was just about to say, like, my plot is like you couldn't get further away from what you just saw. Like, I think this was like perfect to come to me. Of course, I don't know what everybody else's looks like, but mine is quite tiny, quite small. So
nothing wrong with that, though. I mean, that's the whole point, right? Because just to kind of do, you know, another little pan around, right? The single harvest house challenge, there's lots of different implementations. We saw Veld that just they took it all the way up. And then when you first start out, right, this is a very for people that have just started out in Palia and you're looking for inspiration, like this is one of the quintessential challenges of what you can do with such a small space. And
yeah, absolutely.
Lady Edith, you're my tour guide where we're going.
All right. Well, welcome to the Loot Makers cottage.
Loot Makers!
I love
nice.
the idea of trying to find sort of alternative stories with
yes.
What we've got here. So every good cottage has to have a little cottage garden. So I just tried to fill it up with flowers and
a chimney.
Make it kind of quaint.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, like a little reading area and
chimney and
you can see
blankets and loots.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
Just things kind of tucked into the flowers just to add like depth to what's out here.
Oh yeah.
It is just so tiny, so I wanted it to be small but interesting, you know.
And since we're talking about cores, right? Lady Edith, if I recall correctly, you are PractiCore.
Yeah, yeah. And I think this is still PractiCore. I think when we go inside, I think I'll remain true to form. Let's
go check it out. Because I remember you were it just makes sense. Like that was the theme throughout your entire tour, and that's just I mean, look at this. It's very beautifully done. Very beautifully done.
Thank you. I think I started with the kitchen in this space. I had the concept, but I just started with the kitchen, and I just really kind of want to create it like almost like a apartment type kitchen.
It's like an efficiency kitchen, you know, like a single bedroom
like
apartment.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, you nailed it. Like especially with the cabinets, the storage, you know, one stove, a sink, a tiny little table here with a like you got everything you need right here. This is so cool.
I love this new Paltech coffee table. Like it is probably one of my favorite items. I just think it's such a great piece of furniture. So
it totally feels like you put it together yourself, right? I didn't struggle with this
particular coffee table.
Yeah. And, you know, we can appreciate the lighting, the wallpaper choices. You got this little, it looks like you're repairing your loots over here. Or building them, right?
Yeah, so I've got a couple different loots here, one that's in repair. And what I've been trying to use, sorry if you can hear my kids screaming in the background.
That's okay. No, people got kids, it's fine.
I like to use the utensils as like tools, because we don't have little tools.
Right,
so,
right.
Yeah, so I've been using those in some of my builds in that way. So
that's really creative, you know? I mean, I've seen people do like elaborate place settings And that is perfect too. But just like how you used it as like little tools, like if we had, you know, it just kind of reminded me, like if we had sort of an unfinished clay sculpture or something like that, like you could totally use that as a, as like a clay sculpting tool. And I like this, how you use this rock formation here too. Like just, it just frames out this window.
It's so elegant. Yeah.
It is, isn't it? For such a thing. Ah, very nice. Very nice. Very nice. It's just so, it's PractiCore designs just make your brain go, ah.
Yeah, I think it's just a nice little quaint, and I think it, even too, says like to go back on what we were just seeing with the other tour, like, and I'm excited to kind of see how we all tackle. So in her case, she used like the dividing screens to sort of create these rooms, where I'm using these pieces of furniture in almost, you know, the same. It's practically the same. It's just chosen different ways to do that, and I'm excited to see how other people have done, you know, all the variations on that exact same, how do I divide this room up into zones.
Yes, it's practically PractiCore. Let's do a little 360 here. Appreciate the wallpaper choices on the outside too, the big windows, and I always like that kind of masonry you know, foundation too. It feels very handmade. Lady Edith, thank you again so much. Wonderfully
Thank you for
executed.
stopping by and taking a look.
Absolutely, we got a cool challenge today. I'm feeling so good about this. We're gonna see some awesome homes.